Well, well, well. I blew the combine in 3 days. Negative 574, negative 874, and negative 672. Um, and I haven't lost all hope because it wasn't my strategy's fault. It was my fault. So I don't gotta go back to the drawing board. um, yeah. I guess I'll go back to where it all started, day one. On day one, um, my first ever trade back on a combine after a whole month of paper trading. The month went amazing, by the way. I was profitable for the month, which I can execute perfectly on paper, but then when it comes to combine, I just suck. Which I guess is normal. I think every single person, every trader has experienced that, but it kind of sucks. Which I don't know why. I'm not gonna get into it. But alright, day one, I on my first trade I entered long when I entered something when I should have entered something. My first trade was on ES. After the trade would have played out beautifully, and when I won about 15 minutes. All right, so I bought 5 instead of selling 5, and I noticed when it was like halfway down, so I had to close it for a loss. And it would have played out. I would have hit TP. I would have been lit. I would have won my first trade back on a combine, and all would have been well. But I didn't, and then I was just a mess the whole rest of the day. So day one, negative 574. Not my strategy's fault. My fault. Day two, May 2nd, was also not my strategy's fault. It was my fault. The first trade was a good trade, but it got stopped out, which is just a part of trading. Wow. Oh, he's still on. All right, day two. Let me make sure it's still working. Hold up. Bye. Yeah, we're good. Day two, I took a losing trade, but it was a good losing trade that followed my plan. Nothing wrong with that. But I spiraled out of control pretty much. Got emotional. I'm actually gonna fix this. Hold up. Let me see if this is better. Alright. So I was pretty much spiraled out of control for the rest of the day, but so I took this one trade, lost. Took 2 trash trades, didn't need to take. Then took a third trade that followed my plan and won. So this would have been day one would have been winning. I guess I'm just assuming. If the first trade would have played out, day two I would have ended slight green if I stuck to my plan. But today was one of those days where I just lost. I lost $672 on a good on a good trade that I'll get into shortly. But it was just a losing day, so it's fine. Like I would still have the account. It would have been something like day one, boom, maybe not 1,000. Like day one, boom, day two, boom, day three, boom, 4, 5, 6, so on, so on. So yeah, not cool that I blew the account, but I still have hope because it was not my strategy's fault. It was my fault. So I'm gonna buy another one tonight, and also I'm making this video really late because I've been like slacking recently. Just I don't know. Still been trading, which is the most important thing. But I need to get back on my, good timing, my good, actually locked in instead of trading and then brain rotting the whole day. So I'm gonna get back on that. I'm gonna get like a set plan. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna risk 500 to trade, and I can make 2-to-1, 1-to-1, whatever it is I make. So I'm gonna risk 500 to trade till I pass the combine. But I don't know. I'm gonna look up a lot of strategy videos tonight. I'm gonna get in the lab. I'm not gonna change my actual strategy. I'm just gonna trade my risk. I guess risk management for the combine. So I'm gonna get a better risk management strategy because I was kind of just throwing numbers around. If it was like just anything between like 5 to 800, which I don't know if that's good, but I've lost in 3 trades, which is I'm not mad about it because I could have also no because it's 2,000. So I couldn't have passed, so you know, whatever. Actually no, because it's a risk to reward. Who knows? So I lost in 3 trades, which is not ideal, but just learning. And all right, let me stop yapping. I'm gonna get into the trade today. Why is it all 5 minutes? Oh, that sucks. Okay. Let me just do that. Okay. So I said we are in an OTE area, so I could expect a reversal, but for now I'm bearish because of overall order flow. And what I meant by that was... Why did I change? What I meant by that was... I guess I don't even know what happened. Oh, wow, we sold off. I guess we had a pump, and then we sold back down. 10. Alright, so what I meant by that was... Overall, at least on the 1 hour... At least on the 1 hour, we were bearish. I guess, when does the market open? I'm gonna mark out. I'm gonna mark out. Oh, way too far. 9:30 on both. Okay. So, like I said, we did have a little bump. So we were overall bearish. Yeah, we were overall bearish. Okay, so what I mean by this is we are in an OTE level. So like here, so I could expect a reversal, which did happen. I guess it didn't go all the way up. It's coming back down now. But yeah, so that was kind of the reasoning behind my bias. It was kind of a toss-up, honestly. It probably wasn't a high probability day to trade, but I traded anyway because I love trading. I'm addicted to trading. All right, so the first trade of the day. Dang, oh, this is not even. First trade of the day was taken. It's all the way back here. Wow, where's my stupid? All right, right here. Okay, I'll pull up the executions on TopStep X, but pretty much. Let's turn on executions. Save charts. All right, so pretty much here it is. Just to stop out. As you can see, account blown. So I'm gonna have to buy a new one. So there's the executions. The idea behind it, it was a good trade. Like I like the trade. So this was a 15-minute gap. I'm gonna go to 15-minute. Yes, as well. Okay. So this was a 15-minute, or was it an hourly? I think it was an hourly. I might just be dumb. No. Where's open? Am I tripping? Oh, I didn't mark that open. Did I? Okay, I was about to say what? Okay, okay, all the way down here. Okay, so this is a 15-minute gap. Got tapped in all these highs. I guess in the 50-minute gap. That. But ES was a little different. That's an hourly marked out. So the ES had this 15-minute gap that had already been heavily manipulated. So I wasn't really looking at this is like ugly. So I wasn't really looking at ES. So when NQ took out this 15-minute gap, I was looking for a 1-minute CISD, which, you know, is my model. Took out all those highs. Tapped into the 15-minute and 1-minute CISD right here. Set a limit order right there. As you can see, set a limit order at I sold 10 at 13.25, and it just blasted straight up to my shop. I'm not mad about this trade really at all. I got off the charts around like here 10:30ish, but I would have wanted to wait until this hourly. This was gonna be my next trade. So that was my first trade, loss. Then I got off the charts at like 10:30ish. My next trade, wow, that's a lot of executions, was gonna be a tap of this hourly and I guess a 5-minute change out. We'll see what happened there. Hourly got tapped. No change. Got tapped again, no change. Got tapped again, no change. I mean, it's change. Yeah. Yeah. I guess this is where it would have succeeded. So nothing crazy. I guess I didn't miss out too much. This is 14 o'clock New York time, so that's I guess 2. So yeah, I didn't miss out on much. But yeah, it was a good trade I took today. I'm gonna actually journal my bias. I'll do it later. I always journal my trades right after the video, so I haven't even journaled today, which is probably not good, but yeah. So that's the loss today. A good loss. I'm fine with it. I'm fine taking losses like that. The rest of this week is unfortunately Tuesday'd be fine. Wednesday's FOMC. So tomorrow I'm gonna be looking for a trade. FOMC I'm gonna be really careful, and then obviously Thursday and Friday will be fine. So I guess it's just Wednesday. I'm gonna be careful. Try not to blow the entire account. So yeah, that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow with hopefully a better risk management strategy. I don't even think my risk management strategy was better. Hopefully I can execute better, follow my plan, and yeah, it won't be the last time I break my rules, but hopefully I can limit it down. And yeah, that's it for me for today, and I'll be back.